Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of Conversation with Shenila. I'm your host, Sheila Makhani, and I am delighted to have you join. As for what I hope I will be able to engage you in this thought provoking series, and you can say a conversation with leaders, practitioners, and experts from across the project management profession. For our inaugural episode, we are discussing a topic that has generated significant interest within the project management community, the release of the PMBOK Guide 8th Edition. Whether you are a seasoned project manager, a PMP credential holder, an aspiring PMP, or someone who has interest in the project management profession and its practices, today's conversation will help you understand what has changed, why it matters, and how these changes may influence the future of our profession. I'm honored to be joined today by Mr. Atikur Rahman, a respected project management professional with extensive experience in the field. Atik, welcome to the conversation with Shenila. It's wonderful to have you here with us.
Thank you, Shenila. Thank you for inviting me to discuss this very important topic, new revolution in project management, I would call it. Thank you.
Great. So before we dive into PMBOK Guide 8th Edition, I would love to start with a personal question. Adik, you have spent many years working in project management. Looking back at your journey, what initially attracted you to this profession and what continues to keep you passionate about it today?
Ah, very good question, and I never thought of it, but let me answer you. Uh, Recalling my memory, it's a pleasure to reflect on my journey. I mean, when I look back, what initially drew me to project management was the unique blend of structure and chaos. Uh, I have always been fascinated by the challenge of taking complex, ambiguous idea and transforming it into a what you call it concrete reality, moving from a blank sheet of paper to a functional product, service, organizational change. This is what um, and that fascinates me always. So this is what I can say. What keeps me passionate about it is the transformational. I mean, uh, my journey from simple executive to an educator, and witnessing the evolution of the subject, this project management. If I recall, I remember that that was my third edition when I prepared myself for the PMP way
Wow.
back in 2007 when I got certified.
Wow.
And now it's the eighth edition. So I have witnessed all these this evolution process. So this is the real what you call fascination or passion, whatever you call it. Uh, Being a consultant, uh, starting in I mean, an IT startup in the healthcare sector or guiding students through their MSPM studies, I'm driven by the tangible improvement by the project management. I mean, it brings, um, it's like a strategy from the whiteboard into an operational system. So this is what I feel about this whole process. Hope I was able to clarify my journey in few words.
No, I think you have the experience of generations of PMBOK, I believe.
I'm not that much old. Mhm.
All
Don't
right.
look at it, my gray hairs. It's just a fashion.
Okay. So I
Yes.
think let's begin with the question, many professionals are asking. Why is it important for project professionals, to pay attention to this new edition rather than viewing it just as another update?
Hmm. Uh, I can give two type of answers. One would be very much bookish. The other would be very practical. So what you want me to give, a bookish one or the practical one?
I think both of
What
them
you say?
because somewhere I think those who are looking at it from the bookish perspective, right, they would know that reason too. But from the practical perspective for the project management professionals, right, they would also get an idea. So I think let's give both the dimensions to the to our audience.
Okay. So the PMBOK 8th edition represents a fundamental shift in how project management is practiced. Uh, uh, Moving beyond a mere update to a more modern data-driven and practical framework. This is, I can say about this latest edition. I mean, we have to pay very close attention towards this edition because it aligns the project management with the realities of the modern business environment. You know, we are in the AI age right now. And so the realities has changed completely. As I just mentioned that I have witnessed many editions. So this edition is this era or this time is very challenging. So we have to integrate technology. So this edition is integrating technology. This is what I can say about and value-based delivery systems rather than focusing on the process mechanics. In the sixth edition, if we recall our memory, we were purely process-based. We were focused on the processes. But in the seventh edition, there was a big shift from process to performance. And now they have integrated the latest technological advancements. They have considered this. So integration of modern technology is the first what really matters, and they have successfully done it. Uh, and so the role of they have what you call, I would say that the eighth edition is endorsing the role of AI in project execution. It's really endorsing it. Then we can say it's a shift to delivery systems or value-driven delivery system. It's a big shift there. Uh, from simple delivering or simple deliverables to ensuring project contribute to the organizational value. This is very important because in the past, the project managers were focused on the deliverables only. They were just looking at it from the perspective of okay, what they sign off as a scope, at the end, what they are about to deliver, and they validate it with the scope statement. That's it. But now, I mean, what the standard is asking is that you have to focus on the value delivery. So it's not just deliverables, whether these deliverables are really value driven or not, are contributing to the organizational business objectives, strategic objectives or not. This is what is very much needed. Then we say return of practical structure is another very key area in this eighth edition. If you recall, seventh edition, it was flexible. It was a principle-based mindset in seventh edition, performance-driven. This is what we used to call the seventh edition. But in the eighth edition, it reintroduces the structure, a structured approach through 5 focus areas. So this is going back to the actually, I mean, I would say, um, I mean, it's returning back to its origins. So it's more structured base, I would say. Now we used to call the process groups. Now we call it focus areas. Or some of the people call it life cycle. It's like initiating, planning, executing, monitoring, control, and closing. So these are now focus areas. So this bridge between high-level principles and day-to-day execution makes the guidance more actionable for practitioner. This is a very important element. And then we say adaptable framework for all methodologies. Uh, it provides unified framework that works across predictive, agile, and hybrid delivery systems. So this is very key element of PMBOK 8th edition. It's if you remember, I mean, when we used to read 7th edition, we used to had a feeling that we are more focused on agile now. And we have, I mean, the students used to ask, and the practitioners used to ask that is there is predictive or not, or what so this was the simple, I mean, the feelings of all professions. But now it's more adaptable framework, I would say. Refined performance domains are there now. When you say refined, we used to have 12 principles. Recalling them is still difficult. I never memorized them, even it was required sometimes, and students used to expect. I mean, that at least we should be we should remember and memorize those principles. But now, what they have done, and very successfully, that from previous edition into six. I mean, from 12 to 6 now, and organizes the work into defined performance domains. So this is the key feature of the 8th edition. Uh, it simplifies the foundation, making it easier to apply in complex real world scenarios. So I think I have given you many many. So it has a strategic impact for professionals, especially for those who are involved in training and leading project management initiatives. Um, this edition is not just a reference book, but a tool of to modernize the projects and govern and deliver. So, being a person who's in this project field or project domain for almost long time, I feel like that it's a very relevant change. Relevant in the sense that it was a need of the time, and they have done successfully. I'm not saying this is a perfect edition. It's an evolution process. Every time when I read a new PM book, I feel that really things are better, and this time I'm feeling better than before. So hopefully, if in the 9th edition there will be many outstanding or outclassism and types of concepts will be there. So this is, I think. What do you think?
Okay, so yeah, I think the hybrid approach, predictive approach, agile approach were there. But now I think, yeah, we find more adaptive approaches over there, more focus on the hybrid side. So yeah, this is something more enhanced, I would say. So this is something, yeah, the difference we will find over there. So let's talk about the actual changes, right? So what are the most
Mhm.
significant changes introduced in PMBOK Guide 8th edition? And if you want
Okay.
to incorporate with this question, that which updates do you believe will have the greatest impact on practicing project managers?
Yeah, I mean, let me summarize it first, and then one by one we can discuss things.
Sure.
Uh, its evolution, as I just mentioned a while ago, it reflects today's project environment. Uh, so, first major is integration of artificial intelligence. This is one very important area. Decision support focus is there, especially now. Shifted towards the value delivery or driven systems. Shift is mirrored in the PMP examination that we will witness and we are witnessing now. Uh, Practical and adaptive structure. We have now 5 focus areas. We have 7 performance domains, and reintroduce processes are there now. So these are the highlights, I would say. Modern professional competencies, uh, very important. The emphasis is on power skills uh, and digital fluency over traditional technical expertise alone. So this is, I would say, this is a tagline. If we look into it, the real difference is uh, increasing demand of power skills. So you remember, I mean, what are the power skills are? When we say power skills, these are the, uh, I mean, the skills that humans have. I mean, being a human, what you can communicate well, you can deal with the people, you can lead the teams, you understand the behaviors, you understand the empathy, you talk about all these things, intelligence, emotional intelligence. These are the subjects that you have to comprehend. Second, the important thing is digital fluency is very much needed. The focus is on the digital fluency. This is the area that we talk about. Now, if we go to the changes, let's say, let me just give me a minute, please. I have to.
In the meantime, you work on that side. I would like request to our audience, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to write into the chat window. We're going to include it into the our conversation, right? And we try to answer those questions.
The problem I always face is that I don't memorize things. So, especially the eighth edition, I have not so far memorized things. So when we say the changes, major changes are in the key terms. Updated for global accessibility. The language has, you can see they have refined language. They have worked on the principles, simplified the principles, focus areas. They have focus areas. These are 5 focus areas that we discussed. And the domains, if you recall, the sixth edition, we used to have knowledge areas, 10 knowledge areas. Now we have only 7 performance domains or domains. So this is the 4th pillar of changes. So the key terms, principles, focus areas, and domains. So these are the main focus of the changes. And then we say principles, which is a very important, or I would say a significant change from 12 to 6. And so the first principle, they have put the value delivery, which is focusing on project benefits. Then and the second principle is quality, achieving standards and outcomes. So you can see that they are very much focused. They are, I mean, they are, I would say they have a complete different mindset, and they want the project managers to have that mindset when they are working on their projects. So accountability is the third principle, which is clarifying roles, where the leadership comes, the clarity of roles, the role of the leadership, accountability. This is the third. Then holistic view, which is important. If you remember, we used to call it environmental, the business environment. Now they are calling it holistic view. Holistic view is very important in the sense that when you are working on a project as a project manager, you are not only focused to deliver the deliverables, You are not only focused, but you need to look into it that how you are contributing to the organization, the strategic goals, all this. Then sustainability enduring success. This is the fifth principle, and the very, very, very important principle, which uh, uh, most of the I would say the practitioners think that it is only focused on the agile environment or adaptive environment, but it is now it's one of the key principle of the project management, which is empowered culture. So building engaged project teams. This is the last principle, but it reflects the mindset which they are expecting from the project managers. So these are six principles that uh, we have now in eighth edition. Then we have focus areas reflecting modern adoptable practices. Those who knows focus areas, if you recall, it used to call the process groups in the sixth edition. Now these are called focus areas. So we have initiating, planning, executing, monitoring and control and closing. These are the focus areas. And under the focus areas, we have, uh, now look into it that these focus areas are actually driving integrated synthesis on the knowledge areas. And now we have, instead of 10 knowledge areas, we have seven comprehensive domains. These domains and overall we have 40 processes. So this is a major change. Um, say in the seventh edition, if you recall your memory, or in the seventh edition, we never talk about the processes because it was more on performance. So now it's more on what you call it, the structured approach, which we missed, to be very frank, when we were practicing in the last 3, 4 years since the seventh edition. We were missing this practical or the structured approach. And now we have this structured approach come back, and I would say, I feel comfortable because I used to, um, I mean, I remember when I used to start my courses or uh, delivering topics about the project management, I used to share a chart with my students that I used to call them that only if you remember this chart and you understand the interaction of these processes, you understand the whole project management. That was missing in the seventh edition. Now we have, it's a return back. Now we have seven process domains, and I would say 40 processes. Recalling one very important point that these processes, you know, the process, what the process is. Process, when we say in this, especially when we discuss the project management, and in the real world, process is input, working, applying tools and techniques, and output. So now those who are going to prepare for the PMP, they have to again memorize the inputs, tools and techniques, and outputs. So I would say it's better to memorize. It really enhance their uh, uh, application and the understanding how to apply projects or the processes, these processes. So this was, let me just share with you. Uh, I think it's seven domains. What are these domains? Before discussing these seven domains, another key concept is integrated management, which the project management 8th edition, PMBOK 8th edition is talking about. Uh, the 8th edition is emphasizing the intersection of project management types. We have three management types. These management types are project management, we have product management, and when we say the third, which is governance. So here the 8th edition is very much focused on talking about uh, uh, is talking about integrate project management with product and governance. So what we discuss is delivery and execution. When we say project management, integrate this delivery and execution with uh, strategy and long-term viability, which is the product management, and the at last or maybe in the beginning integrate both with the alignment with the business objectives. So whatever you are doing, whether you are doing project management, you are doing product management, you must be aligned with the business objectives. So these business objectives are very essential, which is very important. So this is a very good concept. They have introduced integrated management. So project management, product management, and governance integration is there. Then we are talking about tailoring. Tailoring is it's not a new concept. Tailoring was there. Contextual tailoring is introduced here in the 8th edition. Uh, you know, being a project management professional, when you are fully aware of the PMBOK processes, when you give, I mean, these trainings, the one very common question I heard from different professionals, different students, every time, whenever I delivered, the question used to be, sir, can we apply all these processes in our project? And the other question I always experienced was that, sir, have you seen projects with where you have applied or you have witnessed all these processes? So we were, I mean, obviously, sometimes we were silent on this, and sometimes we used to give a proper answer to it. Seventh edition were very much focused on tailoring. Now, 8th edition is also talking about the tailoring, and the tailoring process is actually the customization process. When you customize, means that you're customizing according to the needs of the project or contextual need of the organization. So the process selection, which is choose the right tool for the life cycle. Then environmental specific, you need to adopt to regulatory and sector constraints, and the outcome focused. So you have to optimize for value, not just process. So this is what this 8th edition is talking about. So the contextual tailoring is there. Uh, and if I the last thing I just like to discuss would be uh, uh, I would love to share one very Shenila, I would love to share one screen if you allow me, and
Sure, go ahead. Yeah, sure, go ahead.
which would be really valuable for our listeners.
Hmm.
And this is what the major difference comes in.
Sure.
Uh, Yeah, can everyone see that the screen is shared?
Yeah, it is. If you can put it in the PowerPoint show, then it could take the entire
Yeah,
screen.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So that's what is needed. That's it makes the difference. Uh, this topic was never discussed in any of the edition which I read in my last 10, 15 years or 20 years, whatever. The project management mindset. If you recall, in the seventh edition, we discussed about the growth mindset. But now what they have done, they have with very, I mean, clarity, they have given what the growth mindset is. And they have, what you call it, they have uh, related with the principles, the six principles, that how these six principles are uh, adding value and how these principles are there in the what you call it in project management. So the project management is more than a collection of performance processes and methods. Now, uh, now what the PM book is asking that you have to be proactive as a project manager. You have to have a proper ownership, and your project should be value driven. So these are the three quadrants which you have to focus. So when we say proactive, the two principles are talking about the adopt a holistic view and embed the quality into processes and deliverables. So it makes you proactive. So your approach, your mindset as a project manager should be proactive. Uh, when we talk about quality is purely proactive process. You need, and when we say holistic view, that means that you are aligning everything with the business goals. So again, it requires your proactiveness uh, instead of reactiveness. Then the ownership is required, which is accountability, leadership. You have to take accountability. You have to shoulder whatever you have done. You are responsible for that. So this accountability is there with the sense of ownership. Empowered culture brings ownership also. Because empowered culture is, especially when it comes to the empowerment, when you take your own decisions, the teams takes their own decisions. They develop consensus among the team members. Actually, you create the sense of ownership among the team members. So this is what the PMI is asking. So develop the empowered culture in your project. And uh, the last but not least is value driven. So when we say value driven, the first principle here is the focus on value, and the second last principle is integrate sustainability. So it represents a mindset, sometimes referred as a growth mindset, that is fundamental for executing strategy, fostering adaptability, and giving change and generate value. So mindset is a set of belief, ways of thinking and habit that make sense of behaviors and views to others. So this is, I feel like that this is what the major difference we have in eighth edition. And aside from this, I'm not going in detail. These are the focus areas as we have just discussed. Uh, um, Now, another key uh, slide, and after that, I will conclude my session or my whatever PMBOK discussion. That the relationship of PMBOK guide and the standard for the project management. What the project management principles are asking, they want you to be proactive. They want you to be have a sense of ownership and value driven. This is what the principles are asking, or the whole the system is based on. So from there, we have uh, we have 6 principles. They drive 6 principles from proactive, ownership, and value driven. They drive these 6 principles, and from these principles, which provide the foundation for the domains. So the 7 domains that we are focused now are the resources. You can say we are talking about the stakeholders. We are talking about the risk domain, governance, scope, schedule, and finance. So these are the 7 domains that we have, from mindset to performance domain. This is the whole standard. So when we start working on this PMBOK 8th edition, we must understand how these domains are derived. Because if you understand the theme, if you understand the relationships, then it would be easy for you to adopt, to apply in your projects. So hopefully, with this, um, I have given you too much, isn't it? What do you
Yeah,
think?
I think it's excellent. I think we have lots of right now people on the call who have joined actually, and they are the PMP aspirants, right? So for them, definitely this is going to be an eye opener that
Mm.
how they have to prepare themselves, right? What they have studied and what they are going to study. So if you have are you going to discuss more from the slides, or are you good from it?
Uh, what do you think? Well, how much time do we have? I
We
can
do
discuss
have time,
hours, you
and
know.
I have some questions. Some people have also sent us the questions, so I want to go towards it. So
Uh,
if you can unshare it, there's going to be a good view to the people.
Shenila, you know that I can speak on this subject for hours.
That's what I want to capitalize. I want to have the full
So,
100% benefit of it. I just would request if you can
so
unshare your screen, so that would be helpful.
okay. Now let me just last slide.
Yeah, sure.
This is the whole PMBOK 8th edition. This is the whole project management for me. For the PMP aspirants, um, if you those who are working on, those who are preparing, those who are focused on becoming PMP in July onwards. This is the whole project management that you have to comprehend and to understand. You have to interact, you have to see the interaction of these processes. Where these, and that's why I'm focusing on to understand in the previous slide that you need to understand the relationships. Um, or you need to understand how the principles and the domains evolved, and what is the role of the focus groups, the focus areas. So now you can see in this chart, and if you recall, those who have read the PMBOK 6th edition, we used to have 10 knowledge areas. So the first column used to have 10 knowledge areas. Now we don't have 10. We have only 7 domains, performance domains. So you can see starting from governance, and scope, schedule, finance, stakeholder, resources, and risk. These are 7 domains that we have. And on the top, you can see initiating focus area. We used to call it process groups, but now it's no more process group. It is a focus area, planning focus area, executing focus area, monitoring and controlling focus area, and closing focus area. So these are the focus areas. Under each area, there are certain processes, some processes. The most of the processes are still lying under the planning focus area. You can see, if I recall, there used to be 24 processes under planning process group. Now, in the planning focus area, I have not calculated how many processes are there. Let's calculate it together. So for me, it would work. So one, integrate and align project plans. Two is plan sourcing strategy. Three is plan scope management. Elicit and analyze requirements. Define scope, structure, and develop scope structure. So we have now six. Seven is plan schedule management. Eight is develop schedule. Oh, eight, nine, 10, 11.
Atik, thank you so much for sharing your insights and perspectives with us today. This has been an incredibly valuable conversation, if I would say. And I'm sure that our audience has gained a deeper understanding on PMBOK 8th Guide 8th Edition and its implications for the future of project management. So, to everyone who has joined us, thank you for being part of this very first episode of Conversation with Shenila. And if you enjoyed the discussion, you can follow the series. And I have labeled it as well in the chat. Conversation with Shanila. We're going to post more success stories. And we're going to post more discussions on PMBOK 8 over there, which can help you in your preparation, in your practical implications, implementations in your career and the profession. And we will going to continue exploring leadership, project management, and professional growth, and the ideas shaping our profession. So until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep leading. So thank you so much, and goodbye.
Thank you.